From Confinnish in Jewcology. This is the Year of Jewish Learning on the Environment video series. This video is titled, Let the Land Rest, Lessons from Shemita, the Sabbatical Year.
I'm Rabbi Yonatan Nerel, and from Jerusalem I want to share with you a teaching about Shemita, the Sabbatical Year. I want to talk about three things. First, what is the mitzvah of Shemita, the Sabbatical Year? Second, how does it relate to the world that we live in today? And third, what does it mean in terms of our own lives? Regarding Shemita, this is a commandment that the Torah talks about in several places, and which actually comprises about 10 of the 613 commandments. The Torah says, and the land shall rest a Sabbath to God. Maimonides, one of the greatest Jewish thinkers of all times, understands this commandment, or at least some of the mitzvot here, to be about making the land stronger and more fertile by letting it lie fallow for 1 out of 7 years in the land of Israel. So this is a mitzvah that is incumbent upon all Jews living in the land of Israel. And not only does it have physical benefits, but it also has spiritual implications. Chief Rabbi Abraham Isaac Kook, the first chief rabbi of Israel, wrote that in a thick book about the commandment of Shemitah, that it actually has an effect on a person spiritually by causing them to realize that they are not in control of everything. During this year, Jews who observe the mitzvah understand that God is really the one who controls the land and not us. And therefore we need to relinquish ownership over the land. Next, I want to talk about Shemitah in terms of a practice which is prevalent in certain countries today, that of slash and burn agriculture. In places like Brazil, parts of the rainforest are cut down and the vegetation is left to dry, and then it's burned. At which point, people come in and plant crops like soybeans. After several years, the land becomes degraded because the soil is nutrient poor and fragile, so that the land can no longer be used for agriculture. Then the land is grazed, cattle is brought in, and after several years, the land it becomes so degraded that it's abandoned by people and is likely unusable by people for several decades or generations. This practice of slash and burn agriculture, which is driven by consumer demand for beef and soybeans and wood, is just about as opposite as you can get in terms of the spirit of the mitzvah of Shemitah. Because here you have a degrading of the land, while Shemitah, according to Maimonides at least, is about enabling the land to be healthy and to be fertile. Last, I want to talk about what does the mitzvah of Shemitah mean in terms of our own lives. First of all, I believe there's a value in personally connecting to the Shemitah cycle, even if a person isn't living in the land of Israel or a farmer in the land of Israel. So the next Shemitah cycle is in the year 5775, beginning on Rosh Hashanah, which is September 2014. For Jews who are living in urban environments or suburban environments or living in post-industrial society, the spirit of Shemitah still has a lot of significance. I believe it challenges us to ask questions like, how can I live in relation to the land and to the earth in a more sustainable way? What does it mean for me to rest? And how can I bring a state of rest into my own life? May these teachings of Shemitah and the spirit of this commandment help us to renew our relationship with the land and with God and to live in a more sustainable way. For more teachings on Judaism and ecology, please visit Jewcology.com. Thank you very much.
For more information on this topic, please visit confinnisharim.org/learning or Jewcology.com.